Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over two Roberto Cavalli fragrances. There are two fragrances I've had in my collection for quite a while now. I just sort of forgot about them and I was planning on talking about them, but I just sort of got I don't know, they got misplaced in my collection and I just recently refound them in my collection and I was like, hey, I should talk about those. And the ones we're going to be going over are Roberto Cavalli by Roberto Cavalli and Roberto Cavalli Nero Assoluto. Both of them really affordable, both of them really easy to find. I found both of these at my TJ Maxx and like I said, I've had them for quite a while. I've been able to play with both of them. I have some thoughts on both of these, so if you're interested in either one of these because maybe you've thought about picking them up, definitely stay tuned because we're going to be getting into these fragrances right now. So the first one that I'm going to start with is the original Roberto Cavalli by Roberto Cavalli. This one is a gorgeous orange blossom fragrance. If you love orange blossom, then you're probably going to really love this one. The bottle looks like this. It has this really tall cap. It is like metal. It's a pretty bottle in my opinion. It's a little extra, but I kind of really like it. And then it just says Roberto Cavalli in the front. It might be a little hard to tell because of the way the bottle is. But it's honestly a really beautiful bottle. This would look beautiful on a vanity. It's got this sort of like zebra print that goes up through here. I really like it. This is, like I said, a really gorgeous orange blossom fragrance. You've got pink pepper, you've got African orange flower, vanilla, a benzoin, and tonka bean. It's a very simplistic fragrance, but for what it is, it's really, really beautiful, especially if you're a fan of orange blossom or orange flower. Then you really need to add this one to your collection. When you first spray it, you get this really almost bubblegummy orange flower effect. It's really bright, it's really girly, it's really pretty. Like I said, it's slightly bubblegummy. This is really, really pretty. The pink pepper in this isn't overtly peppery at all. If anything, it just adds a slight complexity. What really shines beautifully through this fragrance is the benzoin and the vanilla mixing in with the orange flower. It really is quite intoxicating. I think this is such a gorgeous signature scent worthy fragrance that you can wear any day, any occasion. You can wear it casually, you can wear it dressed up, dressed down. You can wear this out on a date. There's something about this fragrance that's super intoxicating. And it almost gives me a slight it's so bubblegummy that it almost gives me a slight grape juice vibe. I know it's kind of weird, but it almost has this slightly grapey vibe. It's really, really beautiful. Honestly, if I could put anybody to this fragrance and say a certain person reminds me of this fragrance, I would say if you're familiar with Fran Dresser from The Nanny, if she had a signature scent, this is what that scent would be. It would be Roberto Cavalli by Roberto Cavalli. It's a little bougie, it's a little fun, it's not the loudest fragrance, but it definitely commands respect and attention because it is attention grabbing. It's just so fun, honestly. And if you're a fan of that kind of style of fragrance, like if you're really into orange blossom forward fragrances, then this is honestly a no-brainer. Add this one to your collection. It's flirty, it's fun, it's super girly. The star is that orange blossom with that vanilla and benzoin. It adds so much sweetness to this fragrance, and honestly, this is such a compliment getter. I've worn this one a few times. I've worn it quite a bit to work, and every time I've gone to work, I always get compliments. I deal with the public on a daily basis, and this is such a compliment getter. You will intoxicate everybody that's going to be near you. This one projects a decent amount. I won't say it's like the biggest projecting monster out there, but it definitely gives you a really nice scent bubble, probably about an arm's length away. And this lasts about 5 to 6 hours on me, a little bit longer on clothes. Definitely worth it, definitely for the price point. I think it's spot on. I think it is a beautiful fragrance that if you run across this, go ahead and get it, especially if you're into orange blossom, then this is a safe bet. You're probably going to enjoy it. It's really beautiful, really feminine, really fun, and honestly just amazing for the price point. And that is Roberto Cavalli by Roberto Cavalli. So the next one that we're going to be going over is its more darker nighttime counterpart, and that is Nero Assoluto. This one kind of retains the DNA of the original, but it does have some differences, a lot of differences actually. The bottle is pretty much the same, except it's a black bottle. It has the same cap. It has that zebra print sort of striping going through. It's basically what it looks like. It's the same bottle. It's just a black bottle, and you can see the Roberto Cavalli a bit better opposed to the other bottle that's clear. But yeah, that's what the bottle looks like. Same metal cap and everything. I honestly really do like these bottles. I think they're sort of fun and like they're really bougie and they look kind of cute sitting on a vanity, honestly. Like both of them together, just like side by side, like hella bougie. Like the daytime and nighttime counterpart. It's really, really fun. And honestly, you can use them to layer together. I found that they both really layer well together. And they both are good standalone fragrances. I will say that Nero Assoluto isn't as long lasting as the original Roberto Cavalli. This one has a bit more of a performance issue, but I mean, I don't mind because of how inexpensive it is. This one has notes of orchid. You've got citruses, vanilla, ebony, and woody notes. And this is a beautiful woody vanilla with slight floral nuances. The floral nuances aren't in the forefront because orchid is a fantasy note. So it is like a man-made note. It is created. It's an interpretation of what orchid is supposed to smell like. And to me, in this fragrance, it's kind of dark, a little bit dingy, but not in a bad way. Like, don't take that and be like, oh girl, hell no, I'm not gonna buy that fragrance. It sounds nasty. It's not nasty. It's just a very dark, slightly brooding floral, but it's cut through by that vanilla and then the woody notes. So it's not like overtly floral in any way. But if you're really into woody vanillas, then I think this is a really good one. I think it would do beautifully on date nights and girls' nights out, just a nighttime fragrance. You could wear this during the day also. I think it is day appropriate, but I think it would work best in nighttime. Like I said, the longevity on this isn't like too long, at least not on me. I get about 4 to maybe 5 hours wear with this one, which is why I would say it's better suited for nighttime, like going out somewhere where you're only going to be out for a few hours, maybe go to the club or go get a drink with your girlfriends. It's really pretty though. Honestly, if you're into woody vanillas, then this is an easy no-brainer. Both of them layer beautifully together. The orchid note isn't overtly floral in my opinion. As this one dries down, you do get the initial bursts of the orchid, but as it dries down, it's less aggressive and becomes a little bit more floral, a little bit more bearable. I don't like the orchid note in the beginning of this fragrance. I think, like I said, it smells a little dark, a little dingy, but as it starts to settle down, the vanilla starts to push through and the ebony note, this ebony wood note, really starts to push through too, and it's very smooth, very pretty. It's just very sharp and not as well rounded in the opening. As it starts to dry down, it rounds out a lot more. It becomes a lot more pretty, a lot more bearable to my nose because, like I said, I'm not a fan of the opening of this one because that orchid note is kind of sharp to my nose and gives me this like dingy dark floral feel that I'm just not here for. But if you get past that, which it dissipates within like 30 seconds to a minute, you're left with a really beautiful, sort of straightforward vanilla woody fragrance. There's not much progression in this one. There's a little bit more progression in the original. It starts off very bright, almost grapey, and then as it settles down, it becomes a bit more floral, very sweet, very intoxicating. This one just has a sharp opening, very weird smelling orchid note that dries down into a much rounder, smoother, woody vanilla fragrance. And yeah, that's basically my thought on these two. If you guys, like I said, are able to source these bottles, and if you find them for a good price online, or if you can find them at your local TJ Maxx or whatever, pick them up. Definitely worth the money. Easy to layer together, easy to wear apart. just good fragrances in general, and I really like this collection by Roberto Cavalli. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. I will link where to get these down below. Until next time, I hope you enjoyed the video. Bye.